Okay, so hey guys, tried to do a little tutorial about this, but it took way too long. So I'm going to kind of just tell you what products I used and what colors I used. So to start off, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. I've been using that as my primer. I'm probably going to switch back to e.l.f. though. And then I used the Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer from Wet n Wild as well. Then I went ahead and I did for foundation, I used the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 115 Ivory. I don't know. My camera's not really in focus today. And what I used to apply that was the new silicone dual-sided sponges. It did work this time. And I mean, I've cleaned them since trying to film the video, and for some reason the foundation won't come out of there because I accidentally touched it with the sponge side. So I tried to get it out, but they smell nice now. So that's what I used to apply that. Then I used two different concealers. For around the eyes, I used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. That was all around my eyes. And then for the rest of the face, I used an e.l.f. concealer, both of which are in the shade Fair. So after I did that, I went into the Nude palette from e.l.f. And basically what I did was this. I took this shade right here and used that as my transition shade all over the lid. And then once I was done with that, I went into the next color over. This is like a very light goldy shade. So I applied that only on this portion of the lid. And then continued from there. I then put on this darker gold shade right here and really intensified that over the lid. I then went to my brow bone and I used a combination of these two pink shades right there. The first thing I did was use this matte shade and kind of just lay it down a base basically onto my eyebrow bone, and then went in with the more gritty sparkly version. And then I went ahead and worked on my crease. So I used this color first and started it in that outer corner and worked my way in. It did take a bit of time to build up. Then what I ended up doing was still working on the outer corner as well as in the crease. I used this shade of brown right here, and this is definitely a matte as well, and it seemed to show up a little bit better than the sparkly brown did, but that's usually normal. And then, so that's all I used out of the Nude palettes. What I did after that was I went ahead and I went into the Essence All About Roses palette, and for the eyebrow bone I went ahead into this very light sort of pinky shade and applied that over my brow bone, which seemed to enhance the shine. I also then went into this, like the color right above it, and smoked it out a little bit onto the eyebrow bone. And then I felt like I really wanted it to sparkle all over the eyelid and everything else. So I went into this white sparkle shade right here and just gently applied it. I used a big fluff brush from ColourPop. Most of the brushes that I used to apply all of this were ColourPop brushes. the brush set that I have was on sale for $50 when I purchased it from ColourPop's website. However, I don't think they've changed that from being now the full price, which is $78. I would say that these are still worth it just because they are higher quality and they just do a better job than a lot of other brushes that I have. But I have e.l.f. brushes that I love too. I forgot to mention that also for the eyebrow bone, I went ahead and used a baked shadow from e.l.f. and it looks like this. This is called Pixie. It's very similar to the highlighter from e.l.f. that I have, which is called Pink Diamonds. If you take a good look at it, they're almost the same shade. I mean, it's just, they're very pretty shades, and they did work really well once I used them with a brush application rather than my finger. I completely forgot about my brows, and I know some people are like, well, what did you use? I went ahead with the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in the shade Light. You guys have seen me use it a bunch of times. This is the wax application that you use after you've combed your brows out with a spoolie, and then you comb your eyebrows out with the spoolie again once you've placed the wax in place, and then you use the same brush and put this powder over it, and it just gives the brows a more defined color rather than not. For the blush, I did go in with the e.l.f. palette for blushes. These are the powder blushes, and I went in on this one. Yeah, I went in on this one, and that's kind of where the color's at. And then after that, I put on the e.l.f. highlighter, and I put on a good amount. I mean, I like having a good highlight, and I like that this is a pinky shade. I love that. It's really good. I even added it to my nose a little bit. You probably can't tell, but went ahead and did that. And once I was really done with my eyes, I went ahead and used, and it's poorly abused right now, but it's from L'Oreal. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise. We've heard everybody rave about it, so I'm not gonna say anything in regards to that. For lips, I know you guys are probably wondering that, I went in with the Megalast Liquid Catsuit Lipstick by Wet n Wild. It is in the shade Nudist Peach, and it looks like that. That's the color. And personally, I think it worked out really well. Because if I wasn't going to do this color with the look, I would have done from ColourPop, Kathleen Lights. Y'all know I love her to death. I would have used her lippy stick called Lumiere, and it's just, it's such a beautiful shade, and it is one of those Your Lips But Better shades. And like, the formula smells really good. You know you're getting a good product when it smells like that. You also know you're getting a good product when Kathleen Lights puts her name on it. Because that girl does not let anything bad go through. Like, she just doesn't. You're amazing, Kathleen. Just, you are. And then, finally, I did use a setting spray. So I went in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. And this is the Natural Finish spray. So, I mean, that's basically what I did. The reason I'm talking to you about it this way is because the video, again, was taking too long, and it was saying that my computer's almost full, and that's very true. So I had to go through my iMovie and delete a lot of videos that I don't need, because I've put like 50 some odd videos on this computer for 4 gigs. So, you know, I hope that you guys like the look and everything like that. I will try to attempt to do an actual demonstrative tutorial for you at some point, but I can't really do that right now. And that's if you even want it. Like, I mean, it's a very simple look. It's not bad in any way, shape, or form. But I mean, you know, everyone has their own opinions and their own feelings about different things. So, anyway, you guys can, you know, decide how you want that to go. But that's, you know, I just wanted to show you guys that, and I think you're gonna like it. I am shooting a vlog once again today. I'm going to be trying to do that every day. At least, I'm going to at least attempt to do that. I'm in the middle of one right now. This video does not count. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. I really, truly do. Because you're going to get to know me better. I'm going to go through my typical day. Even for things that I think are boring, I think, you know, I found out other people find really interesting. So, yeah. And you guys loved my Q&A. I'm really happy about that as well. And you know, I hope you like what you saw. So, and if you did, subscribe and hit that bell for me so that you can know when I post a new video. I also put my username for my social media situations. And my P.O. box is there as well. Don't forget that you can use that. I appreciate anything that you guys have given. So, and again, I have a cold. I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to let my camera charge its battery and probably lay down for a while and drink my pumpkin spice hot chocolate, which probably isn't very hot anymore. But anyway, gonna upload this and hopefully y'all like it. So, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video, whether it be makeup or vlog. Alright, bye.